Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Pro Strategy Football 2023 version NFC Championship Game 1970. AFC Championship Game, 1970. PC versus PC, the Miami Dolphins take on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Dolphins, 10-4-1, travel to Cincinnati, Ohio, Riverfront Stadium to do battle with the one-loss, 14-win Bengals. These teams are one step away from the Super Bowl. This is from my 1970 alternate replay of the Boston Patriots. Glad that's over with. They were horrible. And Fran Tarkenton led New York Giants, who we've had much success with. And I will not spoil anything there if you'd like to watch the NFC Championship game, which is already has been played and is on the channel. Everything Star Wars has joined us. Hope all is well. He says, like the stream, save the dream. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. So the Dolphins travel into snowy territory at Riverfront Stadium. Let's quickly scout the teams. We'll start with the visiting Miami Dolphins. Head coach Don Shula favors the running game. 4-3 formation. On defense, balanced between man and zone. On offense, Bob Greasy's the starting quarterback. Greasy played in 11 games, missed 4 due to injury. Threw for 2,121 yards, 8 picks, 19 touchdowns, completed 55.8% of his passes. Your running backs, Jim Kick, Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, Stan Mitchell. Let's check out Larry Zonka. Zonka rushed 197 times, 747 yards, 3.8 yards per carry. His long was 27, had 5 touchdown runs. Jim Kick rushed for 419 yards, 3.3 yards a carry. 14 was his long. He did not have any touchdowns. Mercury Morris, 56 carries, 182 yards. 5 touchdowns, though, 3.3 yards a carry. At tight end, Marv Fleming, the former Green Bay Packer. You'll also see Seipel and Mandich. Wideouts, Paul Warfield, Howard Twilley, Carl Noonan. Those are the 3 top wideouts. Paul Warfield, 50 catches, 718 yards, 8 touchdowns. Offensive line, Cruson, Williams, DeMarco, Little, Evans. Those are your starters. On defense for the Miami Dolphins, they're down 4. Riley, Fernandez, Richardson, Stanfield. Linebackers, Swift, Colin, Bonacani. Defensive backs, your cornerbacks, Johnson, Mumford. Safeties, Scott and Anderson. Kicking game for the Dolphins, Garo Yepremian, the place kicker. Backup tight end Larry Seipel, the punter. David Solinsky has joined us here at Riverfront Stadium in the snow for this AFC Championship game. Now, let's take a look at the hometown Cincinnati Bengals. Paul Brown is the head coach. They like to run the ball. Also a 4-3, very similar to the Dolphins. They bounce between man and zone. Starting quarterback, Virgil Carter. threw for 2,517 yards, 20 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, completing 55.3% of his passes. Your starting running backs, Robinson and Phillips. You'll also see Johnson and a little bit of Dressler. Let's take a look at Paul Robinson, 673 yards on the ground, 3.7 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns. Phillips, the fullback, 989 yards on the ground, 4.2 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. Tight end, an excellent one, Bob Trumpy. The backup's not bad either, Bruce Coslett. Trumpy, 38 receptions, 646 yards, 5 touchdowns, 17 yards per reception. His long was an 80-yard touchdown pass. The wideouts, Chip Myers and Speedy Thompson. You'll also see a bit of Eric Crabtree. Let's take a look at Chip Myers, 47 receptions, 661 yards, 9 touchdowns. Speedy Thompson, 47 receptions, 697 in yards, 14.8 yards per reception, 1 touchdown. Offensive line, Wright, Mays, Bob Johnson, who's excellent, Matson, Wilson. Defensively, for the Bengals, they're down 4. Barry, Reed, Chemizek, Carpenter. Linebackers, Beauchamp, Avery, Berge. Defensive backs, your cornerbacks, Parrish, Riley. Safeties, Dyer, Smith. Cincinnati's kicking game in this AFC Championship. Mullman's the place kicker. Lewis is the punter. Let's analyze the game. We'll run the sim 1,000 times to get our point spread and over and under. Again, thank you to Everything Star Wars. Also, David Selinsky. Cincinnati Bengals are 6-point favorites at home. Over under 37. Cincinnati has about a 72% chance of winning. The Dolphins, 28%. Either way, close games. You never know how the pigskin bounces in the snow. Again, this is PC versus PC. I will just be calling the game. As they say in Pro Strategy Football, let's do this. Pro Strategy Football 2023 or any version prior can be purchased on Steam with tax just over $20. Every season is free, created by the wonderful mod community. Let's get ready for kickoff. As they say in Pro Strategy Football, let's do this. Bengals won the toss here at snowy Riverfront Stadium. They await the Garo Yepremian kickoff. Here's the kickoff by Yepremian. Snow falling here in Cincinnati. That's a hell of a kickoff for Garo. The wind is with the Dolphins. It's a very strong wind here. That'll be a touchback as it slip slides out of the end zone. Michael Canasteri has joined us. Says, hello, Alan Chat. Started week 5 of chemo radiation treatments. The fatigue factor is really kicking my butt. You hang in there, my friend. And as Everything Star Wars says, God bless Mike. That's right. Stay strong, Michael. Bengals have it 1st and 10 at their 20. Carter under center on 1st and 10. Thomas Myers out wide. Trumpy is the tight end. Johnson, Phillips, the running backs. Man coverage for the Dolphins. Pitch to Phillips. Not much at all. In fact, he'll lose a yard to the left. John Richardson on the tackle. Cincinnati now 2nd and 11 from their 19-I formation for the Bengals on 2nd down. Carter under center. Carter hands it to Robinson. Robinson bounces to the outside. The middle was plugged. Good tough run by Paul Robinson. Picks up 4. Looked like he was going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by the safety, Dick Anderson. Cincinnati will have 3rd and 7. They're going into a very strong wind. It'll be difficult to throw the ball. Ball at their 23 for the Bengals. Myers to the top of the screen. Crabtree, Thomas, Lamb to the bottom. Robinson, the lone setback. Miami have everyone up in the box looking to choke off the short pass. Carter drops back to pass. Throws. Incomplete. They kept Robinson in to give him extra time, but Carter still could not hook up with Ron Lamb. Lloyd Mumford on the coverage for the Dolphins. Remember, this Bengal team only lost in Week 5 to the Kansas City Chiefs, who the Dolphins defeated in the divisional playoff round. Lewis will punt from about his 6. Miami should have fairly good field position as he punts into the strong wind. Jake Scott with a good shimmy spin move in the snow picks up 9 yards on the 44-yard punt. Dolphins have it 1st and 10 at their 42. I formation, Zonka the up back, Jim Kick behind him. Warfield, Twilly out wide, Fleming's the tight end. Bob Greasy under center on 1st and 10. Greasy hands it to Kick. Kick finds some room to the left. Excellent block by Zonka. Springs Kick for 7. Fletcher Smith on the stop for the Bengals. 2nd and 3 for Miami at their 49. 2 tight end set now with Sample and Fleming. Warfield, the lone wideout. Top of the screen, tight to Fleming. I formation for the Dolphins. Pitch to Kick. Kick gets wide. He's got the first down. 4 yards for Jim Kick. Move the chains in the snow for the Dolphins. Ball at the Cincinnati 47. Greasy brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Twilly back on the field at wideout. Zonka to the left this time. The Syracuse Tank picks up 3. That will leave 2nd and 7 for Miami at the Cincinnati 44. Greasy assesses the situation. 2nd down. Greasy pitches to Zonka. Zonka to the right, busts through for a big run in the snow. 8 yards, move the chains. Fletcher Smith was able to trip him up. Miami, injury on the field. Guard Larry Little goes off the field. Bob Kuchenberg comes in. Now will be a slight drop-off. Miami 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 36. So Kuchenberg in on the offensive line now. Man coverage for the Bengals on 1st down. It's a give to Kick. Kick follows Zonka to the right. Struggles for 3. Bill Berge really got in there to plug that gap. 2nd and 7 for Miami at the Cincinnati 33. To the line of scrimmage comes the Dolphins. Snow continues to fall here at Riverfront Stadium. Wind is at the back of the Dolphins. Here we go, 2nd down. Greasy to throw for the first time. Incomplete. They were trying for a quick screen to Jim Kick. A lot of pressure on Greasy there. 3rd and 7. 9:58 to play. First quarter of this AFC Championship game. Winner advances to the Super Bowl. Garo Yepremian warms his leg on the sidelines here at Riverfront Stadium. Dolphins go 4 wide. Twilly to the top. Noonan, Warfield, Richardson to the bottom. The dangerous Jim Kick out of the backfield. Motion Dolphins, top of the screen. Delayed handoff to Jim Kick. Kick explodes up the middle. Shifts to the left a bit. Picks up 9 yards. Bill Berge finally trips him up. It was a big draw play for the Dolphins. Larry Little's back on the field for Miami. Dolphins 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 24. About 9 minutes of play in this first quarter of the AFC Championship game. Zone coverage for the Bengals. Sweep right, Jim Kick. Kick. Beautiful run. Follows his blocks beautifully. Picks up 11 before Ken Dyer trips him up. Miami 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 13. They've done this primarily on the ground. Greasy brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Man coverage for Cincinnati, looking for a big stop here. Motion, top of the screen for the Dolphins. Kick explodes in from the left. Touchdown! Great blocking by the Dolphins offensive line. Jim Kick was in like Errol Flynn. Here's the touchdown mush in the snow by Jimmy Kick. cuts back middle, bounces back left. Nasty plunge in the snow. 6-0 Miami. We await the Garo Yepremian extra point. 9 plays, 58 yards, chewed up nearly 5 minutes. It was 4 minutes and 55 seconds. 8 rushes for those 58 yards. Greasy was 0 for 1 on the screen to Jim Kick. Everything Star Wars, thank you very much, my friend. He said, would you sing a quick Ring My Bell? Yes, I will. Normally I do that when they're concussed. Larry Little was limping off the field, so we will give you what you want. Always give the fans what they want. Ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my bell. And when that happens in our football games, that player looks for a Snickers bar. Thank you very much for the donation. And check out Everything Star Wars. I believe this is our good friend who has the Johnny Depp channel also. So please check out both those channels. And thank you again. Greatly appreciated. Here's the extra point by Yepremian. The snap to place the kick is up and through. 7-0 Dolphins. They strike first in this AFC Championship game. As Everything Star Wars says, thank you. That made my night. Yepremian to kick off. 8:33 left in the first quarter of the AFC Championship game. Bengals get their second opportunity here. From the end zone. Nope. Parrish decides to take a knee in the snow. Bengals and their offense 1st and 10 at their 20. Carter under center. Robinson and Phillips your running backs. Myers, Trumpy, Thomas the receivers. Bob Trumpy the tight end. Zone coverage for the Dolphins. Carter pitches to Phillips to the left. Nothing at all. No gain. Excellent lateral pursuit by the Dolphins. John Richardson will be credited with the tackle, though he had a lot of help from his friends. The no-name defense. 2nd and 10 for Cincinnati at their 20. Motion, Bengals, bottom of the screen. Sweep opposite motion. Robinson stuffed in the backfield. That's a loss of 1. Manny Fernandez with the big tackle on Paul Robinson. That will bring up 3rd and long. 11 yards to be exact. Paul Brown and the Bengals go 4 wide. Lamb and Thomas to the top. Crabtree and Myers to the bottom. Robinson the lone setback. Virgil Carter will face zone coverage here. Carter drops back, looks, throws underneath, incomplete, a little behind. He threw a little behind Speedy Thomas. Bob Petrella on the coverage. 4th and 11. The Bengals will punt once again. From the shadows of his own end zone, Lewis punts. Oh! Lewis gets the shimmy sham European uppercut. Scott on the return. Let's see what the penalty is. Is it roughing? Or is it running into the kicker? Not an automatic 15 yards in 1970. That looked like roughing to me.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
Oh, they're going to call running into the kicker. No personal foul. That's only 5 yards. 4th and 6. Cincinnati will punt again. Lewis gets the punt off. No one shimmy shams uppercuts him this time. Angles for the sidelines. Slides out of bounds. 45-yard punt for Dave Lewis. Miami will start 1st and 10 at their 31. 7-0 lead for the Dolphins. 6:54 to play. First quarter AFC Championship game. Zonka and Kick are your backs. Twilly, Warfield, your wideouts. Marv Fleming, the former Green Bay Packer, at tight end. First down for the Dolphins. Quick hitter to Twilly. Twilly immediately brought down for no yards by a very angry Bill Berge. Joining us here at snowy Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cutter Historical, check out that wonderful channel, as he has a video on Bud Grant's death, God rest his soul, former coach of the Vikings and coach in the CFL, I believe. JT 2.0, hope all is well. 2nd and 10 for Miami at their 31. Greasy to throw. Pocket holds up. He's throwing a post pattern. Complete to Twilly. Twilly breaks back out to the outside. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Tripped up before the Cincinnati Bengal. 15. Bob Greasy hits Howard Twilly. That goes for 52 yards. They'll spot it at the Cincinnati 17. Let's watch that replay in slow motion. Miami looking to Cobra Kai strike once again in the snow with the wind at their back. Greasy sends this ball deep to the post. Twilly makes the catch, spins back to the out, and he's off to the races, providing Miami with a huge offensive play. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Cincinnati 17. Dolphins look to strike again. Motion top of the screen. Greasy hands it to Zonka. Zonka up the middle, plows for 4 yards. Miami at the Cincinnati 13, 2nd and 6. Man coverage for the Bengals. Miami looking to put another score on the board. Play action fake. Greasy throwing for the end zone. Incomplete. Little miscommunication with Paul Warfield. Greasy threw it a little deeper to the pylon. Warfield hooked around the 3 to 4 yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 now for Miami at the Cincinnati 13. What does Greasy and Shula have up their sleeves for the Cincinnati Bengals? They're going to go 4 wide. Twilly to the top of the screen. Noonan, Warfield, Richardson to the bottom. Jim Kick, who's already scored a touchdown, the lone setback. 3rd and 6. Greasy drops back to pass. Throws to Twilly. Incomplete. Defended by Ken Riley. Riley might have got a fingertip on that pass. So 4th down. Garrel Yepremian will come out to try the short field goal of 20 yards. The kick is up. And good. Just sneaks through the left upright. 10-0 Dolphins. Yepremian to kick off. 4:37 left. First quarter. AFC Championship game. Alternate replay 1970. The wind has that ball splish-splashing out of the end zone here in Cincinnati. Bengals get their 3rd opportunity in this first quarter. They'll start 1st and 10 from their 20. Can Virgil Carter get something going here for the Cincinnati Bengals? He'll face zone coverage. Carter to throw. Incomplete. Try to hook up with Chip Myers. The wind playing havoc with Virgil Carter's toss. Joining us here, Legend Sports Universe. Check out that wonderful channel. In a wonderful baseball video, a stream just now. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, is here. Love football in the snow. Who doesn't love football in the snow? You got to have football in the snow. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Motion, bottom of the screen for Cincinnati. Pitch opposite motion. Phillips gets to the outside, picks up 6. That's the best offensive play the Bengals have run. That'll leave a very manageable 3rd and 4. Johnson tripped up Jesse Phillips. 3rd and 4. Bengals go to a full house backfield. 2 tight end set with Trumpy and Coslett. You can throw out of this set. Trumpy and Coslett, both good tight ends. The backs are Phillips, Johnson, and Robinson. What will they do on 3rd and 4? Dolphins look like they're playing for the run. And Cincinnati goes with a false start. Good job. Good job, Cincinnati. Paul Brown is besides himself on the Bengals sideline. Back up the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key. Lee, set yourself free. 3rd and 9 for the Bengals at their 21. Offensive set changes from a full house backfield to 4 wide. Crabtree, Thomas, Lamb to the top of the screen. Chip Myers to the bottom. Robinson, the lone setback. Zone coverage for the Dolphins. Motion, bottom of the screen. Sweep, opposite motion. Thomas is tripped up. So they go with a wide receiver sweep. Speedy Thomas only picks up 5. Manny Fernandez stayed at home, makes the tackle. 4th and 4. Bengals will punt again with Dave Lewis. Lewis punts from his 10. Into the wind. Scott fields it around the Miami 35, takes it to the right for 5 yards on the 38-yard punt. Miami will start 1st and 10 at their 41. This Bengal team only lost 1 game in Week 5 to the Kansas City Chiefs, who the Dolphins beat in the divisional playoffs in Kansas City. Zonka and Kick are the running backs for Miami. Twilly, Fleming, Warfield, the receivers. Marv Fleming, is the tight end, obviously. 1st and 10 for Miami. Greasy to throw on 1st down. He throws it out. Twilly complete. 1st down. Pickup of 16. So Twilly gets another reception. He's closing in on 100 yards already. Ball at the Cincinnati 43. Greasy brings the Dolphins offense to the line of scrimmage. Snow continues to fall. The wind is at the strong wind is at the back of the Dolphins. It's a split backfield of Kick and Zonka on 1st and 10. Motion, top of the screen for Miami. Greasy, quick hitter to Twilly. Twilly slices it inside for 6 yards. Lamar Parrish upends him with the tackle. Warfield to the top, Twilly to the bottom. Fleming's the tight end. Zonka and Kick are your backs. 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. Greasy, play action fake. Try to hit Kick out of the backfield. Well covered by Ken Avery. That will bring up a 3rd and a very manageable 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Can the Dolphins move the chains? This would be a tough field goal for your Premium, though the wind is at his back. It would be 44 yards from here if the Dolphins do not pick up anything. 3rd and 4, Bengals playing 2 deep zone, it looks like. Kick to the right, he's got the 1st down. The O-line for the Dolphins is winning the day at the line of scrimmage, easily pushing back the Bengals in the snow. Mush, Jim Kick, mush. The chains are moved once again for the Dolphins. 1st down, Miami, Cincinnati 32. Dolphins in the snow look to spread out the Bengals defense 4 wide. Richardson, Warfield, Noonan to the bottom. Twilly to the top. Twilly's been outstanding. Kick the lone setback. It looks like they're double covering Paul Warfield the way the 2 safeties are set up. Greasy to throw on 1st and 10. Complete to Noonan. Knocked out of bounds. Picks up 16 yards. 1st quarter coming to an end. This is important. With 26 seconds left, Dolphins still have the wind at their backs with a 10-0 lead. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 16. They go back to a more traditional I set with Zonka the up back. Kick behind him. Twilly, Fleming, Warfield, the receivers. Fleming, the tight end. Greasy barks out the signals. Zonka to the left. Cuts back. Miggle explodes to about the 5. Picks up 11. The Syracuse tank tripped up by Fletcher Smith. That could be the last play of the 1st quarter. A quarter of dominance for the Dolphins here in the snow at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Motion, top of the screen for Miami. And that will end the 1st quarter. 15 minutes down. 3 more quarters to play in this AFC Championship game. It's been all Dolphins. 10-0 Miami. We switch sides. The wind is in the face of the Dolphins now. 1st and goal for Miami at the Cincinnati 5. Split backfield of Kick and Zonka. Zonka on the sweep. He's in! Touchdown! This time it's Larry Zonka mushing for the Nestea plunge. 16-0 Dolphins. The Dolphins' offensive line has been tremendous as Miami just grounds and pounds the Cincinnati Bengals into the snow here at Riverfront Stadium. Let's watch the replay in slow motion. Zonka just plows in. Beautiful block on that sweep left. 7 plays, 59 yards. 3 rushes, 21 yards. Though Greasy got the passing game going, predominantly to Twilly. 3 of 4 for 38 yards. The kick is up and good. 17-0 Miami. Paul Brown and the Bengals have to regroup here. They will now have the wind at their back. Garrell, your Premium to kick off into the wind. Bengals perplexed. Again, they only lost 1 game in Week 5 to the Chiefs. Out of the end zone comes Parrish. He better make that 20. He cuts to the outside. 20, 25, and brought down. Virgil Carter gets an opportunity with the wind this time. Ball at the Cincinnati 26. D. Scott Howard says snow actually favors Miami with their powerful running game. RJL Network has joined us, our good friend Robert. He says hello to one and all. Fins up. check out that wonderful channel. I have to take a sip of water here. My allergies have been bothering me. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Let's see what they can do here. Motion for Cincinnati. Top of the screen. Carter to throw. Hits Speedy Thomas on the quick hook. 6 yards, tackled by Springfield, Massachusetts native Nick Bonacani. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Bengals at their 32. Carter, play action. He looks to throw to the out. Incomplete. Try to hook up again with Speedy Thomas. Curtis Johnson on the coverage there. 3rd and 4 for Cincinnati. This is huge. I think this is a big play here. They got to pick this up. Robinson and Phillips in the backfield. Speedy Thomas to the top of the screen. Chip Myers to the bottom. Trumpy is the tight end. Carter under center. Zone coverage for Miami on 3rd and 4. Can Virgil Carter find the seam in this zone? Carter pitches to Robinson. Robinson's close. He's got it. Robinson's extra effort moves the chains for the Bengals. To the relief of Paul Brown. They need to sustain a drive and put some points on the board here. Brown and the Bengals will go 4 wide. Lamb and Thomas to the top. Crabtree and Myers to the bottom. Paul Robinson, the lone running back. Dolphins have everyone up in the box, hedging for the run. Carter barks out the signals. Pitches to Robinson. Robinson to his right. Struggles for 3. Doug Swift on the tackle for the Dolphins. 2nd and 7. Under 13 minutes of play in the first half. 17-0 Miami. Robinson and Phillips are your split backs for the Bengals. Motion, top of the screen for Cincinnati. Robinson to the left. Picks up 3. It will be 3rd and 4 for the Bengals at their 42. Again, the Dolphins playing a 2-deep zone. 3rd and 4. Motion, top of the screen. Carter to throw. Pumps, looks. Underneath to Jesse Phillips. Phillips busts through. 35. No, he does not make the 35. So Carter went immediately to his safety valve. Jesse Phillips, as he was uncovered. Phillips on the short pass ends up going for 21 yards in the snow. Cincinnati moving the ball here on the Dolphins. This is obviously their most successful drive so far of this AFC Championship game. 1st down for the Bengals at the Miami 37. It's a give to Phillips to the left. He'll struggle for 2. Nick Bonacani and company bring down Jesse Phillips. 2nd and 8 for Cincinnati at the Miami 35. Trumpy and Thomas to the bottom of the screen. Myers to the top. Robinson and Phillips your split backs on 2nd and 8. Motion, top of the screen for the Bengals. Carter rolls a bit, throws middle. Complete to Bob Trumpy. Good job by Trumpy. Gain of 15. Scott tried to put a shimmy sham uppercut on Trumpy. Unfazed, Trumpy gets up, flips the ball to the official. New set of downs for the Bengals. Under 10 minutes of play in the first half of this AFC Championship game. The Dolphins 17, the Bengals nothing. Bengals threatening to put some points on the board here. Ball at the Miami 20. 1st down. Motion, top of the screen for the Bengals. Carter to throw again. Pocket holds up, throws. Complete to... Oh! Robinson could not hold on to the ball. Mike Colin with a jarring hit. Incomplete. That would have been 1st and goal had he caught it. Instead, it is 2nd and 10 from the Miami 20 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals send 4 wideouts onto the snowy field here. Myers to the top. Crabtree, Thomas, and Lamb to the bottom. Paul Robinson, the lone setback, 2nd and 10. It's a blitz. Carter feels the pressure. Thomas really reads the blitz well. Speedy Thomas hooked to help out his quarterback. That's a gain of 7. Johnson on the tackle. 3rd and 3 for Cincinnati from the Miami 13. More traditional set for the Bengals. It's an I formation. Phillips the up back. Robinson behind him on 3rd and 3. Carter to throw. Incomplete on the crossing pattern to Speedy Thomas. Curtis Johnson gets his hands on it. 4th and 3. Molman for the field goal attempt. 20-yard. Weich to put it down. It is good. The Bengals are on the board. They needed points desperately. They wanted the touchdown. They got the field goal. They'll take it for now. It's now 17-3. 8:56 to play in this AFC Championship game. Bengals kick off to the Dolphins. They have the win. That's going to slip slide out of the end zone. Dolphins 1st and 10 at their 20. Zonka and Kick are your running backs. Warfield, Twilly the wideouts. Fleming, the tight end. Greasy under center. Man coverage for the Bengals. Greasy to throw on first down. Out pattern. Incomplete to Paul Warfield. He was blanketed by Lamar Parrish. 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins at their 20. Man coverage for the Bengals. Greasy to throw again. Fleming, complete first down, 40, 45, tripped up near midfield. 27-yard pass play, Bob Greasy to the former Green Bay Packer, Marv Fleming. Dolphins have it at their 47. Dolphins moving once again. Zone coverage for the Bengals. On first down, Greasy under pressure. Hits kick out of the backfield near midfield. That's a gain of 3. Ron Carpenter on the tackle of Jim Kick. Carpenter torpedoed him on the tackle. Good job by Robbie. 2nd and 7. Greasy really read the pressure well there. Greasy under center, barks out the signals. Ball at midfield. Greasy to throw. Lots of time. Looking. Twilly comes back. It's near the sticks. He's got the first down. He took a big hit from Fletcher Smith. Howard Twilly holds on to the ball. First down for Miami, going into a strong win. Ball at the Cincinnati 43. Under 7 to play in this first half of this AFC Championship game, 1970. Motion, Dolphins, bottom of the screen. It's a give to Kick on the trap play. Kick picks up 6. 2nd and 4. Miami looking to close the door on the Bengals. Bengals with a tremendous season, only 1 loss. But they're staring in the face of a 2nd loss. And what a horrible time to come in the AFC Championship game. Ball at the Cincinnati 37. 2nd down. Kick. Strung out to the right. Excellent lateral pursuit by the Bengals. No gain as he's knocked out of bounds. 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins. Field goal attempt here for your premium going into the wind would be really tough. That would be a 44-yard attempt. 3rd and 4. Zone coverage. If I was the Bengals, I'd be playing man. It's a give to Zonka. Zonka to the right. Cuts back middle. Busts through a bunch of arm tackles. 16 yards for the Syracuse tank Larry Zonka before Bill Berge in pursuit trips him up. Dolphins move the chains once again. Under 5 to play. 1st and 10 for Miami at the Bengals 21. Motion for the Dolphins. Bottom of the screen. Zonka again to the right. This time he is gang tackled by many a Bengal. No gain for Zonka. 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins at the Cincinnati 21. Greasy facing zone coverage, calls for motion. Top of the screen, pitch with the motion. Kick. Beautiful move by Kick. Another first down. Those receivers really blocked well to the outside. Let's show you that in slow motion. Watch Warfield and Twilly. Warfield goes in motion. Watch the blocks they threw. Warfield comes down and cracks to pop Kick to the outside. Kick follows his blocks quite well. 1st and goal for the Dolphins at the Cincinnati 9. Kick and Zonka are your backs. Play action, Greasy. Complete to Warfield inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal. First reception for Paul Warfield. 2nd and goal from the Cincinnati 4. Dolphins look to put some more points on the board. Kick is in. Following the block of Larry Zonka, he bounces left. In like Flynn. It's another nesty plunge for Jim Kick. A 4-yard jaunt in the snow. Dolphins now up 23-3. We await the extra point. There is dead silence here at windy, snowy, cold Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Replay, slow motion. Bengals are just grinding. The Dolphins are just grinding the Bengals into the snow. We await the Apremian extra point. The kick is up, through, and good. 24-3. Dolphins Joining us here in Ohio in the snow, Frank Del Plato. Hope all is well. Steeler Fan 1933, our good friend Matt, and Richard Atoni. Richard says, demoralizing drive for the Bengals. Absolutely. The Bengals got to get something going here. They only lost one game in Week 5 to the Chiefs. I know I keep saying that, but it was the Dolphins who went into Kansas City and defeated them. You're premiering to kick off, 2:55 to play in a first half that the Cincinnati Bengals would like to start over. But there are no mulligans in the AFC Championship game. Parrish from his own goal line. A good return by Parrish takes it to the 31 of Cincinnati. Carter under center. Calls for motion. Carter hands it to Jesse Phillips. Phillips to the right. Picks up 4 yards. Carter brings them to the line of scrimmage again. Carter pitches to Paul Robinson. Brought down in the backfield. 3-yard loss. Doug Swift was swift to action for the Miami Dolphins. 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati. The Miami Dolphins 24, the Bengals 3. I will give you a moment to look at the statistics. So far, 253 total yards of offense for the Miami Dolphins compared to the Bengals' 75 yards of offense. Final 2 minutes of the first half here of this AFC Championship game. Motion, Bengals, top of the screen. Carter throws, complete to Crabtree. Crabtree breaks a tackle, crosses midfield and out of bounds. Carter to Crabtree, 20 yards. Bengals trying to put something up before the end of the first half. 4 wide again. Crabtree and Myers to the top. Thomas and Lamb to the bottom. Robinson the lone setback. Carter, pocket holds up. Late pressure. He's throwing a post pattern. Speedy Thomas has it. Thomas, reception 21 yards. Bengals hurry to the line of scrimmage. Carter barks out the signals. Motion, Bengals, bottom of the screen. Carter rolls away from the pressure. Complete to Speedy Thomas. They move the chains again. Bob Petrella on the tackle of Speedy Thomas. Bengals at the Miami 16. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. About a minute to play in the first half. Carter to throw again. Under pressure. Complete. No! Crabtree got popped by Jake Scott. Check your chiclet, son. Lucky that ball wasn't picked after the Scott hit on Eric Crabtree. 1 minute left in this first half of football AFC Championship game. Miami 24, Cincinnati 3. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at the Miami 16. Lamb, Thomas, Crabtree to the top of the screen. Myers to the bottom. Paul Robinson, the lone setback. Carter under center. Calls for motion. Virgil Carter under duress. Throws incomplete. A lot of pressure in Carter's face. Pass intended for Speedy Thompson. 3rd down and 10 from the Miami 16. 4 wide go the Bengals. 2 deep zone for the Dolphins. Carter looks to thread the seam. Zips it. And it is intercepted by Dick Anderson. Snuffing out a scoring drive by the Bengals. Dick Anderson picks off Virgil Carter. Here's the replay in slow motion. Carter tried to zip it into coverage. Not enough zip. After the interception, Miami has it. 1st and 10 at their 6. Probably will keep it on the ground here. Kick up the middle. 2 hands on the ball. Picks up 4. Clock going. And Miami uses a timeout, surprisingly. Play action fake. Greasy to throw. Incomplete. Trying to hit Warfield. Tough pass to throw into the wind. 3rd and 6. 37 seconds left in the first half. Motion. Kick on the delayed. 1st down. Good job. Jim Kick. Larry Zonka just ground and pound with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Miami uses another timeout. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their 21. Pitch to Kick. Kick gets to the outside, but brought down before he can get out of bounds. Gain of 5. Miami uses their final timeout. 2nd and 5. Kick to the right. This should end the half. 3rd and 3. And that's the end of the first half. The Miami Dolphins, underdogs, come into snowy Cincinnati. At the half, they're up 24-3. Winner advances to the Super Bowl against the winner of the New York Giants Detroit Lions NFC title game, which we played already. I play as the Giants. And that game is on the channel. I won't spoil it. We go to the third quarter. Dolphins with a huge lead. Bengals to kick off to Miami. With the win, that will go out of the end zone. Dolphins will have it 1st and 10 at their 20. Twilly and Warfield are your wideouts. Fleming's the tight end. Zonka and Kick the running backs. Greasy under center facing man coverage. It's a blitz. Zonka is gang tackled at the line of scrimmage on the run blitz. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins at their 20. Quick hitter to Twilly. Twilly slips and then is swarmed under by Ken Riley. That's a loss of 2. 3rd and 12. Dolphins go 4 wide. Richardson, Warfield, Noonan to the top. Howard Twilly, who's had quite a game, to the bottom. Riley on Twilly. Kick the lone setback. Very dangerous out of the backfield. 3rd and 12. The throw. Warfield first down on the crossing pattern. Warfield beat his defender to the inside. Safety couldn't get over in time. That's a gain of 15. Dolphins move the chains once again. Larry Little is out for a second time, and this time he got his bell rung. So you know what that means. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Larry Little will be looking for a Snickers bar on the Dolphins sidelines. 1st and 10 for Miami at their 33. Kick and Zonka are the backs. Offsides, encroachment, Cincinnati.
Encroachment. Defense.
Cutter Historical says 14-1 doesn't mean anything in the NFL gaming world. This is true. 1st and 5 for the Dolphins. They're going to go full house. First time Mercury Morris is on the field. So it's Kick, Morris, and Zonka, 2 tight ends for the Dolphins. Pitch to the speedy Mercury Morris. But in the snow, he's brought down for a yard lost by Al Beauchamp. 2nd and 6. Morris goes off the field. So does the second tight end, Sample. Potato, tomato. Twilly comes back on. 2nd and 6. Zonka to the right. Close to the first down on the sweep, and he's got it. The Dolphins are just punishing this Cincinnati Bengal defense with Kick and Zonka. I formation. Zonka, the up back, Kick behind him. 1st and 10. Zonka gets the carry to the left. No gain. Good job by the Bengals there, showing their teeth and claws. So it's going to be Larry Little back on the field for the Dolphins. He found that miracle Snickers bar.
Offense.
But Miami holds. Cincinnati accepts the penalty. 1st and 20 for the Dolphins at their 33. Motion for the Dolphins. Bottom of the screen. Zonka to the left. Loses a yard. Bengals know they need a stop to get the ball back. 2nd and 21. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Kick stays in the block. Twilly, reception near the sidelines. Gain of 11. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Miami. At their 43. 4 wide again. Warfield. Incomplete to Noonan. That wasn't Warfield. In motion. My faux pas. But that was an incomplete pass by Greasy to Carl Noonan. That will force the Dolphins to punt into a strong win. Seipel to punt. Parrish gets to the sidelines. Excellent return by Lamar Parrish. 11-yard return on the 32-yard punt. Bengals. Just under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. They trail 24-3. Ball at their 36. Virgil Carter looks to lead a comeback. Motion, top of the screen for Cincinnati. Give to Robinson. Robinson plunges the middle for 4 yards. Nick Bonacani on the tackle. 2nd and 6. 2 tight end set. Robinson brought down in the backfield as he tries to get out wide right. But the Dolphins swarm him down for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 8 for Cincinnati. 4 wide for the Bengals. It's a screen to Robinson. Robinson will not get there. Cut down after only a 5-yard gain. Lloyd Munford and company on the stop. Lewis to punt. That looks to be a good punt with a very strong wind. Out of bounds at the 5. 52-yard punt by Dave Lewis. Bengals defense back on the field. They need a quick 3 and out. Kick and Zonka are your split backs for Miami. Zonka, is it a safety? Is it a safety? No, they say he got to the 1. Holy cow. The Bengals were prepared to pounce, and they sure did. Bengals were jumping up and down with the triangle sign over their helmets, screaming safety, safety. It will be a 4-yard loss. Miami has it at their 1. Full house backfield. Greasy to throw. Hits the tight end, Seipel. Gutsy play call for Miami. Gain of 6. 3rd and 8 for Miami. 4 wide for the Dolphins. Kick the lone setback. Greasy under duress. Throws from his end zone. Incomplete to Jim Kick. Seipel to punt. Bengals coming after it. They don't get there, but he's punting into a very strong wind, angling out of bounds. Bengals with tremendous field position. Wow. They have to take advantage of this. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Miami 47. 6:24 to play in the 3rd quarter of this AFC Championship game. Dolphins 24. Bengals 3. Phillips, Robinson are your running backs for Cincinnati. Myers, Trumpy, Thomas, your receivers. Trumpy being the tight end. 1st and 10. Carter, looking, lots of time. Zips it deep to the sidelines. Complete to Trumpy. 20, 15, tripped up. Bob Trumpy from Virgil Carter. 34 on the deep corner pattern. Dick Anderson saves the touchdown for the moment. Carter brings him to the line of scrimmage. Carter to throw. Hits Trumpy again. This is a much shorter gain of 3. Doug Swift with a hard hit on Trumpy. Trumpy gets up, smiles at him. 2nd and 7. Full house backfield for Cincinnati. Carter takes it himself to the right. Picks up 3. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. 4 wide. Robinson up the middle. Touchdown, Paul Robinson. The Bengals get their first Nestea plunge as Robinson on a beautiful dive play. The Bengals stretched out the Dolphins. They're down 5, beat the Dolphins down 4 for the score. Let's watch the replay in slow motion. Robinson, beautiful. He cut right, slash back left, and he was in. Here's the extra point. 4 plays, 47 yards after pinning the Dolphins back. Only took 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Molman for the extra point. It is good. The Bengals pulled it within 14. Joining us here in snowy Cincinnati for this AFC Championship game, SGJ Jamie. Love the snow, he says. Also, SGJ Jamie. Trumpy had a good broadcast voice for football, too. He was an excellent broadcaster. Great tight end. The Bengals to kick off. Wind at their back. 4:18 left in the 3rd quarter. They need another stop here. Fielding it deep in the end zone. Mercury Morrissey takes a knee. Miami will have it 1st and 10 at their 20. Zonka and Kick are your running backs. Warfield, Twilly the wideouts. Twilly's had a hell of a game. Fleming, the tight end. Zone coverage for the Bengals on 1st and 10. Kick to the left will struggle. He'll pick up 3. Bill Berge and company bring down Jim Kick. 2nd and 7 for Miami. Zonka to the left. Ridden out of bounds. He's going to lose a yard. The Bengals defense have decided to put this game on their shoulders. They were not bueno in the first half. So far, good in the 3rd quarter. That will leave. And Zonka is out. Zonka is out. He took a huge hit. Not even the miracle Snickers bar will bring him back in the game. Zonka, word from the sidelines, he suffered a concussion. He got the mega ring your bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell. And Larry Zonka will not be coming back. Stan Mitchell will be the fullback for the rest of the game. So a big hit on Zonka. That's a big hit to the Miami offense. 3rd and 8. Shula and the Dolphins go 4 wide. Noonan, Warfield, Richardson to the top of the screen. Twilly to the bottom. Kick the lone setback. Middle. Twilly. Incomplete. Pass play broken up by Ken Avery, but did he get there too soon?
Illegal block. Offense.
Oh, it's on Miami. The Bengals will decline. It was an illegal block by the Dolphins. Seipel to punt from his 5 into a very strong wind. Bengals come after it. They don't get there, though. Parrish fields it, cuts to the left, takes it to midfield. 36-yard punt into a very strong wind. 8-yard return by Lamar Parrish. Bengals 1st and 10 at midfield. Myers, Trumpy, Thomas are your receivers. Robinson, Phillips, the split back. Zone coverage for the Dolphins. Carter takes it himself to the right. Only picks up 2. And angry Manny Fernandez slams him down. 2nd and 8 for the Bengals. Snow continues to fall. Robinson to the right. Picks up a block. Gets to the outside. 4 yards. 3rd and 4 for the Bengals. At the Miami 44. Carter brings them to the line of scrimmage. Carter looking to convert here on 3rd and 4. Carter looking incomplete on the quick hook to Speedy Thompson. Flag on the play. What's the penalty?
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A lineman a little too far downfield for the Bengals. Penalty declined. Cincinnati must punt. Opportunity. Oh my God, they're going for a long field goal. Mulliman hits it. He's got the distance, but he's wide right. 51 yards. They had the wind at their back. Wide right. Miami will take over. When you missed a field goal in that day and age in 1970, you took over at your own 20. So they rolled the dice there. Mulliman had the distance, just not the accuracy. Miami takes over at their 20, as I stated. 1st and 10. Zonka out of the game. He's concussed. It's Mitchell and Kick in the backfield. Play action fake. Greasy takes off. Pressure. He's got the first down and more. Greasy crosses midfield. Holy cow. A 30-yard run for your life, Charlie Brown, by the Purdue grad Bob Greasy. Let's watch that again. In actual speed, they missed Greasy a couple of times on the sack. Picked up a good block here. I believe that was the tight end. No, it couldn't. Was that Kick? Someone gave him a good block to spring him those extra 15 yards. Let's go replay one more time. Slow motion. I'm trying to figure out who popped him with the block. I think that's Twilly. I think that was Twilly. All right. 2 tight end set, I formation for the Dolphins motion. And that ends the 3rd quarter. Bengals really, really need to hold. They're going to be going into a strong wind. As our good friend Robert, RJL Network, not happy with Larry Zonka's concussion. He says he gave people concussions. Well, he got concussed. Going into the wind now, the Dolphins 1st and 10, incomplete. Quick pass over the middle, intended for the tight end, Mar Fleming. That will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins at midfield. Mitchell and Kick are your backs. Fleming's the tight end. Twilly and Warfield the wideout. Zone coverage. Mitchell to the left against the zone coverage of the Bengals. Picks up 2. First carry for Stan Mitchell. 3rd and 8. Miami, with the wind at their backs, go 4 wide. Twilly to the top. Noonan, Warfield, Richardson to the bottom. Kick the lone setback. 3rd and 8. Greasy to throw. Greasy a lot of time. Complete. No! Warfield went to the in. Greasy threw to the out. 4th and 8. Seipel to punt. Angling for the sidelines. is Seipel. It's going to go out inside the 5. Excellent punt by Seipel, 44 yards. Bengals start 1st and 10 at their 4. They trail by 14. 14:03 to play in this AFC Championship game. 14:03 for the Bengals to come back. 14:03 for the Dolphins to advance to the Super Bowl. Myers, Thomas, your wideouts for Cincinnati. Trumpy's the tight end. Robinson and Phillips, your backs. Motion for Cincinnati. Top of the screen. Carter picked off by Swift. Virgil Carter throws his second pick. Pass was intended, I believe, for Speedy Thompson on the quick hitter. Doug Swift picks it off. Holy cow, here's a replay in slow motion. They were going to try to hit Speedy Thomas on a quick hitter. Linebacker had none of it. 1st and goal for the Dolphins, looking to seal it away. Greasy takes it himself to the left. Picks up 3. 2nd and goal from the Cincinnati 3. Greasy to kick. Kick brought down in the backfield. Loss of 3. 3rd and goal. 4 wide for the Dolphins. It's a blitz. Touch. No! Twilly does not get in. Twilly is stopped at the 1. They do not signal touchdown. The Dolphins were signaling touchdowns, but the officials were not. Let's watch that replay in slow motion. There's the blitz. Didn't get there. Excellent pass call on the blitz. The quick cross. 4th and goal. Yepremian for an 8-yard field goal. Garrow puts... He shanks it! Garrow Yepremian shanks it. Holy cow. Garrow Yepremian shanks an 8-yard field goal. The Bengals still have life. The Bengals still have life. They will not be a pelt just yet in the Don Shula Trophy case. Let's watch this. 8-yard field goal and Yepremian Shankapaloozas it. Holy cow, Yepremian slipped a bit before striking the ball. Unbelievable. And with the missed field goal, the Bengals get it at their 20. So they hold after the interception. 11:58 to play in this AFC Championship game. The Bengals down 14. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati at their 20. Carter under center. Gives it to Phillips. Phillips to the left. They're going to have to start opening up this offense, but they're going into a very strong win. Nick Bonacani on the tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Bengals. Carter to throw under duress. Dumps it to Robinson. Robinson will pick up 5. A crucial 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati. From their 28. Under 11 to play in this AFC Championship game. Winner advances to the Super Bowl. Myers, Trumpy, Thomas, your receivers. Trumpy being the tight end. Robinson and Phillips, your backs. Carter under center. He might call his own number. You never know. Motion, top of the screen for the Bengals. Carter. Phillips plunges the middle. Breaks a tackle. Big run by Jesse Phillips. 14 yards before the safety Dick Anderson can bring him down. Huge conversion on 3rd down for the Bengals. Under 10 to play. The Bengals have to go here. Facing zone coverage. Motion on the backfield. Carter could not hook up. He was looking for a quick catch and run to Chip Myers. That will be incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Cincinnati at their 42. Carter takes it himself to the left. Crosses midfield. A big run for Virgil Carter. Flag on the play. Is it piling on? Will it be an extra 15 yards or will it be an illegal block? We'll find out in a moment.
Offense.
Illegal block by the Bengals to the moans and groans of all the fans here at the stadium. The loudest moan and groan and curse words from Paul Brown, the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. MV has joined us from across the pond. Hope all is well, MV. Check out his channel. 2nd and 20 for the Bengals. They go 4 wide. Pitch to Robinson. Robinson to his left. Only picks up 3. Big 3rd and 17. Munford is down, favoring his ribs. He's going to be out the rest of the game. Dick Palmer will come in for the Dolphins at right cornerback. 3rd and 17. Will Carter go against the new cornerback? Carter throws. Lamb complete. 1st down. Rob Lamb picks up 17 on 3rd and 17. Bob Petrella on the tackle. Boy, what a huge conversion there by the Bengals. They go full house backfield, under 9 to play. Carter to throw out of the full house. Carter throwing deep corner. Complete to Bruce Coslet. Complete to Bruce Coslet. Gain of 25. Carter brings the offensive line of scrimmage. Blitz. Bringing that blitz brought down Jesse Phillips. Phillips did struggle for 1 yard. Actually, a yard loss, excuse me. Nick Bonacani and company bring down Jesse Phillips. 7 minutes to play in this AFC Championship game. Miami 24, Cincinnati 10. Cincinnati trying to mount a furious comeback. 2nd and 11 for the Miami 24. Virgil Carter drops back. Delayed handoff to Jesse Phillips. Phillips up the middle. He's got the first. No! He took a big hit. Did he get the first? No! Jake Scott denies him the first. They needed 11. They got 10. 3rd and 1. 2 down territory here. 4 wideouts. Carter brought down in the backfield. He tried a sweep left. Bill Stanfill said none shall pass. 4th and 4. Mullman will kick a field goal. It is up and good. So they put the points on the board with 5:43 to play. It's now 24-13. The Bengals to kick off. Mullman strikes the ball. A lot of pressure here on Cincinnati's defense once again. From the 2 comes Mercurius Morris. Cuts the outside, cuts back in, spins, brought down at the Miami 28. 5:24 left in this AFC Championship game. 5:24 till one of these 2 teams punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. It looks like the Dolphins for the moment, but you never know how the pigskin will bounce, especially in the snow, wind, and ice. Dolphins go 4 wide, trying to stretch this Bengals defense out. Zonka is out of the game. Kick the lone setback. Zonka went out of the game with a concussion. I think they're going to run it with Kick. Motion. It's a handoff to Kick to his left. Not much at all. Runs into a linebacker, a blitzing linebacker. Only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. I formation, 2 tight end set. Mitchell the up back for the Dolphins. Kick behind him. Motion for the Dolphins. Pitch to Kick. Kick brought down in the backfield. Ken Avery once again. 3rd and 11. Split backfield for Miami. Pitch to Mitchell. The fullback doesn't get much to his right. Only a yard. 4th down. Miami to punt. 3:19 left in the football game. Seipel gets the punt off. Remember, he's punting with the wind. Parrish waves for the fair catch. Bobbled it, but caught it. 3:13 left in this AFC Championship game. Bengals know they have to go, go, go. Looks like Carter will face a 3-deep zone. Lamb, Thomas, Crabtree, Myers, Robinson are the players who can receive the ball. Robinson being the running back. Carter to throw. Has time. Throws behind Ronnie Lamb. 2nd and 10. Again, a 4 wide out set for Cincinnati. Carter throws. Complete to Lamb. Lamb picks up the first down. Gains at 17. Cincinnati hurries to the line of scrimmage. Carter. Motion. Carter. Quick hitter. Speedy Thomas. Bad pass. Incomplete. 2:38 left in this football game. Cincinnati going into a very strong wind. Ball at their 43. Zone coverage too deep for the Dolphins. Carter again tries to go in between the zone with a short catch and run to Speedy Thomas, but it is incomplete. Doug Swift was trying to pick off his 2nd pass. 3rd and 10. Carter looking, throws, complete to Crabtree, breaks a tackle, 1st down. Cincinnati races to the line of scrimmage. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Can the Bengals get the playoff? Carter, last play before the 2-minute warning, throwing deep sideline, complete to Crabtree. Flag on the play. That was a gain of 20. Dick Palmer on the coverage for Miami. What is this flag?
Offsetting penalty.
Oh, it's a mulligan. Offsetting penalties. Will do it again. Carter is going to be sacked. Blindsided. 7-yard loss. We go to the 2-minute warning. Oh, what a tough break for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 minutes to play. Exactly 2 minutes to play in this AFC Championship game. Things looking good for the Miami Dolphins. 4 wide for Cincinnati. It's a blitz. Screens to Robinson. Robinson crosses midfield, steps out of bounds. Gain of 3. 3rd and 14. 1:51 left in this football game. Carter looking, throwing it deep out. Incomplete to Lamb. You gotta go for it. 4th and 14. This is the ball game. Carter looking, throwing. Picked off by Petrella. The backup defensive back, Bobby Petrella, makes the pick, something to tell his grandkids. He intercepted a ball in the AFC Championship game of 1970. The Dolphins will go to the Super Bowl. As Mitchell to the left. Mitchell busts off. He fumbles. Who has the ball? Miami comes up with it. Holy cow. Mitchell struggling for an extra yard. Why? I don't know. The pigskin pops loose. But the fortuitous slide in the mush slush goes into the hands of the Dolphins. Cincinnati calls timeout. 1:32 left in this AFC Championship game. Greasy basically goes to his left and falls down. Cincinnati uses their second timeout. Pitch to kick. Kick in the snow. It is all over, folks. He picks up the first down. We have an injury. Maxie Williams, he's concussed. Ring my bell. But it looks like he'll be back for the Super Bowl, and it looks like the Dolphins are going for the Super Bowl. Cincinnati uses their last timeout. Greasy takes a knee. The clock is going tick, tick, tick. The Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. They are your AFC champions. So the Miami Dolphins come into Cincinnati, the Bengals, with only 1 loss, thinking that they were going to go to the Super Bowl, suffer a 24-13 defeat at home in the snow to the Miami Dolphins. Don Shula and the Dolphins, a little ahead of schedule, will be going to the Super Bowl. What a turnaround that Don Shula has done here with the Miami Dolphins. Jim Kick is the MVP of the AFC Championship game. Kick, 20 rushes, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 catch, 3 yards. Quickly to the stats. Miami, 363 yards of offense, 196 on the ground, 167 through the air. They rushed the ball 41 times. Cincinnati could not get their run game going. 24 carries, 70 yards, 222 yards in passing. 3 interceptions from the arm of Virgil Carter. The Dolphins did not turn over the ball at all. Greasy, 14-25, 167, 56% completion. No picks, no sacks. Virgil Carter attempted 33 passes, completed 16, under 50% at 48.5%. 222 in yards. No touchdowns, 3 picks. Was sacked once for 7 yards of loss. So Carter and the Bengals season comes to an end in the snow at home in the AFC Championship game. Rushing, Paul Robinson, 11 for 26 and a touchdown. For Miami, we know Kick was the MVP with 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zonka, who was knocked out of the game with a concussion, 12 for 47 and a touchdown. Receiving, Howard Twilley had a hell of a game, 5 yards short of the century mark, 8 receptions, 95 yards. By far, the most productive receiver for the Dolphins. Cincinnati, Speedy Thompson, 4 for 45. Bob Trumpy, 3 for 52. Defense for Cincinnati, Bill Berge was the leading tackler, 8 tackles, 2 for losses. They had no sacks, no interceptions. Avery also had 8 tackles, 1 for a loss. For the Miami Dolphins, Nick Bonacani, 6 tackles, 1 for a loss. Their 1 sack was by John Richardson. The interceptions were by Doug Swift, the linebacker, Dick Anderson, the strong safety, and the last one, the nickelback, Bobby Petrella. Kicking game, Yepremian was 1 for 2. He missed an 8-yard field goal attempt that gave the Bengals hope. He was 3 for 3 for extra points. For Cincinnati, Molman was 2 for 3. The one he missed was a 51-yarder with the wind. 1 for 1 for extra points. So who will the Miami Dolphins face? Let's show you. If you don't want to know who won the Detroit Lions New York Giants game and you'd like to watch that, spoiler alert, turn away. The Giants, in a thriller, won 24-23. What a game it was. Obviously, I will be coaching again. I have not won a Super Bowl in this game yet. And again, I'll be facing the freaking Miami Dolphins. We lost to the Dolphins in 77 with our Joe Namath What If replay. I know I have won a Super Bowl with the Detroit Lions of 80 with Billy Sims, I think. I think it was Sims we won the Super Bowl with. So I stand corrected. But I've lost to the Dolphins a couple of times. Here's your Super Bowl matchup. The 11-4-1 Giants winning their last 2 games in the playoffs, obviously. We lost in Week 15, or we would have been the 1 seed to the Rams. We got our revenge. 2 great playoff games for the Giants. Let's just go back. Let's go back and look. I hit the wrong back button, sorry. There we go. We won 33-32 in one of the most incredible games. We had 2 incredible playoffs. The luck is with us. So I'm nervous going into this Super Bowl. The big play here in the Rams game came in the 4th quarter with 14-13 left in the football game. Rams were up 29-26. Richie Pettibone intercepts the ball that Fran Tarkenton throws. And again, another snow game. A lot of snow this year. Ron Johnson comes up with the fumble recovery after Pettibone tries to advance the ball. And then Ronnie Johnson, after the fumble recovery, a couple plays later, plunges it in. The Giants take the lead. But back and forth they went. It was 33-29. They kicked a field goal with 10:23 left in the game. We held on for dear life. Giants win 33-32. Let's go back and back. Now, we went into Detroit for the NFC Championship game. Tarkenton again was the MVP. Though he struggled. Threw 3 picks and only a touchdown, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's go to the highlights here. We'll give you the full highlights. Munson to throw. Rolls. Throws. Picked off by Williams, so the Giants hold. Giants will get a Pete Gogolak field goal. 3-0 New York. This is the NFC Championship game highlights. Mann would tie the game with a long field goal. We're knotted at 3. Giants. This is a second pick by Tarkenton. Weger picks him off. Tarkenton with the touchdown saving tackle. But the Lions would plunge it in. Taylor, the fullback, right up the gut. 1-yard touchdown. Giants would look to tie the game at 10. Tarkenton to his right and in. Extra point good. We're knotted at 10. 57 seconds left in the half. Tarkenton and the Giants look to take the lead. Tarkenton with a huge run once again. The Giants at the half have the lead. 17-10. Mann, field goal attempt. Giants, a lot of pressure. But Mann puts it through. 17-13 Giants. 2:58 left in the third quarter. Pitch to Tucker Fredrickson, and he fumbles the freaking ball. Lucci goes the other way. Lions have it at midfield. Lions drive it down. Mel Farr takes it in like Errol Flynn from 5 yards out. 2017. Giants look to take the lead. Extra protection. Picked off by Lem Barney. The third interception by Tarkenton. 20-7. Munson looks. Throws. Tommy Longo with the clutch pick. The Giants still have life. They trail by 3. 2 tight end set. Everyone stays in. Tarkenton throws. McNeil. Touchdown. Clifton McNeil. The Giants are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Tarkenton looking. And we got greedy there. We try to throw a touchdown pass. Lem Barney picks it off. Keeps the Lions in the game. 3 minutes left. Man will kick the field goal. 24-23. And it's a Giants holding on for dear life. Let's look at the fumble here. This was huge because they were driving. That's right. It was a flea flicker. Munson fumbles the ball. Crazy play call. Joe Schmidt, I believe, should get fired for that play call. But here it is. Fran Tarkenton kneels down. The Giants, with another miracle, will be going to the Super Bowl. So this is the Super Bowl in our 1970 alternate Patriot-Giant replay. The Patriots were god-awful. We did get 2 wins like they did, and we also got a tie. But my God, they are horrific. All right, so let's go. Here's your Super Bowl matchup. Orange Bowl is not a dome. I think they do dome, so the weather, but that's not a dome. I don't know why that says dome. I think it's Orange Bowl. Oh my God, we're playing in the Orange Bowl? Holy crap. Miami's playing in their own at the Orange Bowl. So the Giants will face a real hostile crowd, but Giants fans will travel well to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be coming up sometimes during this week. So I hope you enjoyed it. And be here for our beloved Fran Tarkenton-led New York Giants taking on Don Shula once again in the Miami Dolphins. How many times can I lose to the Dolphins in a big game? I'd like to thank Everything Star Wars, and thank you for the donation. Greatly appreciated. Christopher Slovak, check out his wonderful channel. As he says, my stand tournament will start in late April. MV, thank you very much. Check out his channel. SGJ Jamie, thank you. RJL Network, our good friend Rob, another wonderful content creator. Make sure you check out these channels and subscribe. Richard Atoni, sorry about your Bengals, my friend. Cutter Historical, check out his channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. Steeler Fan 1933, our good friend Matt. Frank Del Plato, thank you, thank you, thank you. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Legends Sports Universe had a really fun baseball game on earlier. Check that out. Subscribe to his channel. JT 2.0. Michael Canastari continues to go through his treatments, and it's getting a little tougher, but he's going to be all right. And so prayers and thoughts go out to you. Good vibes to our good friend Michael Canastari. David Selinsky, thank you. So thank you one and all. If you enjoyed the stream, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Also, check out the other wonderful content creators in our community. Be a part of the FOC. Friends of the channel, friends of the community. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't take no crap for anyone, but be smart about it. God bless. I love you all. See you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. And peace. Our beloved New York Giants and Fran Tarkenton travel to the hostile Orange Bowl to take on